Welcome back. Today we're doing some status updates, and I'm going to tell you what I've been working on and what I'm trying to get done. So today is going to be called Missions Monday! Ugh. So Mondays are going to be kind of my status updates, kind of like what I'm working on, what I'm trying to get done. And so we're going to start by just taking a tour of things that I have not finished, that aren't released, that I have been working on various times of the week. So right now, I just started this last night because, I had to start something new. So if you know what this is, leave it in the comments below. I'm not going to tell you about what this is. I want to see if it looks kind of like what it's supposed to be. So let me know if you know what this is starting to be. It's very much a work in progress. I'm still trying to get the shape that I want. But see what it is, I think. I think it kind of looks like what it is. But you let me know. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started on looking at where we are with the Dumbo assets. Let's go. Alright, as some of you may know, I'm working on a Dumbo cinematic for the movie that's coming out in March. So we're trying to get this done before March so that we can have a little trailer teaser for Dumbo in Stormworks. And so here are the assets so far, and I'm missing a lot of stuff. It's been kind of slow going. Not that many people were interested in building. So only actually, I think 3 people built something. I'm not sure. I think it's only 3. But we have several assets for Dumbo here, but not quite as many as I need or want yet. So I'll be working on this to finish this up. This is kind of my big mission. And so far we have the gorilla, we have Dumbo flying pose here, and all of these are not finished apparently, used for the different shots. Right now I'm getting pretty good frame rates. I put all of these to static, and it's not too bad. Okay, so anyways, we have the Dumbo sitting, which is for the tent back there, which Random created, which is like where he's sitting in here and then he sneezes and he kind of flies up. Not sure how I'm going to do that, but you'll notice it's huge, and that's because we have to film it with a larger Dumbo to get the detail of the elephant, but we'll make it look like I'm a lot taller by putting me up and filming behind my shoulder. But what else do we have here? We have Dumbo sitting with his circus costume on. We have him standing, not very happy in all of these. And then again sitting with his legs kind of sprawled out. And then we have the Dumbo clown. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that, but that was one of the early ones I built. And then we have Dumbo White Eyes, which is not the correct eyes. This is the Dumbo cartoon that I started with, but the Dumbo movie looks more with the rounder eyes. So I'll have to swap this out. Also, the ears should be a lot bigger. So something to do, something to change. And then we have, of course, Casey Jr., which is almost finished. I just didn't finish the side plate and I think the back. And then we have the circus cars, which have the gorilla already inside here. Over here we have an empty larger cage that is partitioned between. So I need a couple animals to go in there. And then here we have Jack's wagon on top of a car carrier, I guess, a wagon carrier circus train part. So Jack made that, the wagon up there. And then we have my lion. Frantic was going to make a lion, but it was too big. I don't know why I don't know what he was thinking, but his lion was huge. But there's my lion. It looks more like a sphinx, doesn't it? Kind of Egyptian. And then we have the lovely caboose by Dio. So that is it for the train assets and the Dumbos. And now we have the circus stage. So what happens is this circus stage is probably going to be repeated a couple times just for background shots. And then there will be a platform here where Dumbo will jump off, and there'll have to be a large tent background back there. And that's what this is. So this is kind of like the back curtain behind there, and that'll go up. I'll stack it. And that's just to kind of block in the stage area. We're not making a full tent. It's just going to be like sets. So that's it for Dumbo. Just want to show you where we're at with that. I was really hoping to get more help on this, but it looks like I'm going to have to just do what I can to get the shots, and maybe they won't be that detailed because I'm missing like cars and stages and booths and all that kind of stuff. If you go to Discord, you can see all the stuff that I was looking to build. Alright, so let's get on to the next undone mission thing. Alright, so a lot of people like to ask me about the B17. Well, here she is, unfinished, still missing some logic for the ball gun to be put into microprocessors, and the biggest problem is it spins in the hangar, if you can see. So by the time you get the engine started, the plane will be pointed at the wall and you can't get out of here. Also, I don't have the cowl flaps hooked up to logic, so that if they are not open when you're on the ground and it's relatively warm outside here, the engines will heat up. So that's just a feature that's not implemented, but everything else is pretty good to go. Paint job's a little bit rough. You'll see, I don't know if you can see on top here, but I haven't finished painting. So yeah, so what I was going to do, I tried doing it where I put blocks into here and lifted the wheels up off the ground. You see the plane is still moving, and tried to get the plane to stop moving. Well, that worked okay. So then I thought, ooh, you know, I'll use some pivots. So take away all the pivots. So there's like pivots on these guns. Of course, there's pivots on the back, front, top turret, ball turret, and see if one of these, oh, that's a bug. Look at that. Doesn't look good at all. See if one of these pivot points is making the plane spin. And if I can figure out what it is, maybe I can counteract it, or just release the plane without that feature. So if it's the ball turret that's jacking it up, just release without the ball turret moving, have it static until I can get it fixed. So that's it for the B17. We're going to go ahead and leave it here and go to the next project. Alright, so we're at the dock. This is kind of a frame rate killer for me right now. I don't know if it's the logic or the blocks or the engines or the pipes, but we'll be making some changes hopefully to make it better. But this is a submarine I've been working on since I bought Stormworks, I think, shortly after I started building World War II planes. I wanted to try a submarine, and this is from a TV show from the 1960s called Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. And this is the Sea View. I'm calling this a Sea View prototype because it is smaller than the actual Sea View, and different features, and just an overall modern look on some of these things here. So inside here, it did not have the windows on the left and right sides. It just had the front windows, and if you went down here, you see the bottom observation windows. So I added the side windows, and I wanted to go ahead and add like the shutters, kind of like armor plating, I guess. So I have that. So before the advanced patch dropped, I had this submarine kind of working. I had the ballast tanks all color-coded here. There's like 10 of them or something like that underneath. I had a radar system here, but this has all been changed for the armor to slide back. Then I started building the new engines, and the elevator is still not working anymore. I don't know what it's doing. And then we have the pumps for the engines. We have the unfinished missile. And then down below, we actually had like captain's quarters and crew quarters and stuff, but I'm going to have to change that. Also, this is the way into the mini submarine that goes down here, which is not finished. The door opens down there and the submarine goes out, comes back in. Then we had, oh, here's a radar system. I guess it was still there. And then back here we had the engine room, which is kind of a mess right now. Probably going to pull all this out and put electric motors. I don't know. This is a work in progress. It'll probably change as soon as they drop another patch. So we'll go ahead and leave that like it is. Alright, so that's it for this submarine. Just want to show you this. No timeline on getting this out the door anytime soon, because it's just when I get frustrated with something, I will work on it. So let's go see what else we're working on. Alright, so this is always scary to spawn when I'm about to spawn, but I'm going to show you the BV238. Alright, whenever I spawn this, it freaks out still, but I wanted to show you this. So the BV238 is supposed to be a water-based seaplane the Germans built. Huge, it's in 3 parts, and for the most part, I kind of got the shape down with the wings, and there's the turrets on the wings. And I feel like I'm missing some engines. Am I missing engines? I cannot remember. But the point is, I started to build this, and I could not get it to float. So what's going to happen with this plane is going to be turned into the BV238 land version, which had wheels, and it'll allow you to land in the water the way I'm going to build it, but you can forget that it's going to be above the water as it's supposed to be. So if I get it this far, where it can land in water and then get back out of the water, even if it's laying low in the water, I think I'm going to call that a win. So we're going to do the BV238 as a land version, or at least until I can figure out a different way to get it to float. And I've tried various ways. So we're going to leave that as it is, and finish it up off at some point. Okay, so we're back in the hangar, and we're going to spawn another thing I'm working on. Oh boy, here we go. Alright, so this is another movie prop, kind of like the Sea View. This is from the 1970s, like, kids TV show. I don't know if you know what this is. All the artwork is not done yet. But this is called the Ark. And so I'm going to make a small trailer using this. This is a little buggy here, the Ark Roamer. And it goes inside here. And it's going to be a prop initially because I don't have time to finish the inside. So I'm just going to be using it to do a short cinema from the TV show, like intro. So I'm going to be doing that. But this is the Ark. And it's pretty cool. It was a kid's show in the 70s. They did a lot of like live action. I don't know if anyone's heard of like Land of the Lost, which is an old one. But they did a lot of like live action kid shows. So that's what this is, a live action kid show movie prop, and I'm going to be finishing this. And then I'm going to be turning this into something else, which is from another movie. So that'll be fun. Next up, the Frantic Plane. I have a mission still to do. That looks like it does not have power. Oh no, it's just opening up. Is to fix the engines to fall off on request. Right now, when it spawns, they fall off. Now I don't know yet, I haven't really looked at this since we last released it, if it is the rails are not strong enough to hold it up, or if it is the knot gates are too slow to hold it on. So I'm going to be looking at that, but I think I tried to fix it with the knot gates and it just didn't work. So it might be the rails are just not strong enough. So that's another to-do thing, is to get this thing updated so it works. Again, a lot of requests to get this thing fixed. So we'll do that. Next, the F-14. Okay, so the F-14 has had some updates. I just have not released it. Inside here is a fuel port. We can go ahead and get in here and show you that update. So if we get in, and where's the fuel rod? There it is. So there you go. The fuel rod is implemented. Sometimes it has trouble in the air, so I might look at fixing that. It was really hard to fit it inside this body. There is no room. So what I've been wanting to do with this, and this is just another side project, is update it with all microprocessors, because if we look inside, which I will in a second, oh, that is not painted. There is a lot of logic in here everywhere that could be compacted. Also, since there was a recent change in the game, the tail no longer, I don't know I forgot what this is called. It slips my mind. But the elevator in the back, the tail elevator, does not work like it used to. And so up and down is very slow and sluggish. So I'm probably going to be combining the aileron functionality with the tail elevator functionality, and maybe I can get that thing to pitch up and pitch down a little bit better. Alright, so here is an older project, which is unfinished, which is the Polar Express. Now, you may think it's done, but I never finished the inside. I'm hoping they release a Steam update, I know, but that would be nice. So the Polar Express is not done, probably not going to release it until next Christmas, so not too worried about this project till later. Also, I haven't finished the Polar Express train car. The observation car is an observation car. You have the back here that you can see. Have not finished this. Probably, again, won't worry about this until next Christmas. Oh, this doesn't even work anymore. But we're not going to worry about this till next Christmas. But just wanted to show you some mission updates, and this is on my mission list. It's just not going to happen. Here's another project that needs to be finished, which is the thing that I can't pronounce. It's a super shopper. A super slopper? I don't know. Random's not here to say the word. But it is the cart that pulls the ME-163. And what it does, it lifts it up. But I didn't get this to work correctly, so I stopped working on that. Also, if you try to spawn it like this and you pull it out there, which works fine, it, you know, you can lift this up and get it out of the hangar. Once you fly off with the ME-163, because these are connected to the same project, the ME-163 will suddenly vanish while you're flying. So you actually have to spawn this separately, pull it back in here, pull out your ME-163, and then take off. So yeah, so this is a project I'll probably be finishing up relatively soon. Just need to get the wing connector working properly. Also seems like something happened here where the strength of this is a little bit weaker than it used to be, assuming that's an update in the game. So yeah. Next! Alright, the final project we're looking at is actually a finished project. This is the IL2 Sturmovik, and Sturmovik, yeah, you know what I mean. And it is complete. It has the rockets, it has the 2 bombs, which can be selected. You can drop both or one. And yeah, it's done. It's on the Discord right now. People have been playing with it, and you can too if you head over to the Discord. But it will not be released on the Steam Workshop until I create a new project that's completed, and then that will be released on the Discord, and then this will hit the workshop. So for right now, that needs to be painted. This is the pre-release version on the Discord. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this video right here. Have not flown this for a while. This is actually using the starter by Jacob. Look at that. Kind of cool. I don't know if I want it in planes, but I'm using it for this plane because it's kind of cool. So we're going to go ahead and use it to take off here. Here we go. Alright. Tail should be lifting up. Yep, it's good. Alright, well that's it for this video. I think you can see where I'm at on all my projects and what I'm working on. So I think Monday will be kind of like just an update status review of what I've done, or what I'm working on, or what I got finished, or what I didn't finish, and gives you an idea of what's going on, because I'm constantly doing something in Stormworks. Sometimes I don't get that far, and sometimes I get frustrated, so you can see how I'm doing. Alright, that's it. I will catch you next time.